morning, Sault Ste. Marie. I'm Chris Oldcorn.
And I'm Danny Dupuis. Welcome to the special report. Yes, it is a very special report for one thing, because we also have the two of us here right now. Sadly, Colette is unable to be here today, but hopefully she'll be coming back tomorrow. So we're just going to do things a little bit differently this morning. But can we just talk about that weather first of all? All of a sudden, there's going to be gusts of wind up to 70 or 80 kilometers per hour today. Did you believe that, Chris?
Yeah, and possibly snow as well.
Yes,
apparently.
It's just
Fantastic.
a mix of everything, so who knows. But on top of our weather today, we're going to be discussing some community events going on. I'm not sure if anyone had the chance to see, but there was a huge convoy of cars at the JF Davy home over the weekend, honking their horns, playing music for the residents, and they started there and made their way to Mapleview and a few other local residents in the area, and finished off at Ofra. Like, what a great initiative for the organizer to go ahead and do that. And especially, it happened on Good Friday. We unfortunately weren't there, but just the community coming together right now, it's incredible to see. So good job, Sault Ste. Marie. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Some other local news right now we have going on is we know that the Easter egg hunt is over, but they've also started a new not necessarily fundraiser, but a new little community event, and it's going to be putting teddy bears in your window to support frontline workers. So on top of the Easter egg hunt, they're going to be moving towards that. Oh, perfect. And then Chris, there's a few number updates you have for us?
Yes, I do. We now have a 10th case here in the Algoma district of someone who has now tested positive for COVID-19. We weren't provided with a lot of information about that person. I'll talk about that a bit in a minute. And also we have the numbers for where we are right now in Algoma. Ontario numbers have come out for yesterday, so we can give you an update there and kind of where we are sitting sort of nationwide with regards to all of Canada. The government today will also, Trudeau will be on this morning again, and then also Ford will be on this afternoon giving us some more updates, and I'll send it back to Danny.
Thanks, Chris. So on top of everything that happened this weekend, I could all of a sudden, I was working on a puzzle because that's what I've been doing right now to try and pass the time, and I heard honking and people shouting, "Happy Easter!" And turns out there were three individuals going, and if you view the screen, going around on a tractor, honking the horn, saying Happy Easter to everyone. And this was actually just like in my little neighborhood, and we're gonna have a video going up shortly to go with it. Oh, sorry, no video to go with it, but they did that for about, I want to say they're out there for about 10 minutes going around. I live central to the Soo, and there's many little areas in there, and it was just phenomenal. So thank you for the Happy Easter. It was great. And then, oh, sorry, what were you going to say, Chris?
Also, we've had several people reach out to us with regards to, I did a story in the hospital on Friday, and some treatments at the hospital have either completely stopped or they have suspended them for a certain time period or rescheduling people's appointments. And I think it's important that we realize that there's more than just COVID-19 happening right now. People still have cancer, people still need to go for other treatments to the hospital, and people have been reaching out to us that a lot of those appointments have been canceled. So it's good that the hospital's doing well with regards to COVID-19. However, that doesn't mean all the other health problems that people have all of a sudden disappeared. Back to Danny.
Perfect. And on top of that, we were able to go down to the local Salvation Army to get in to see what the food banks are doing. And we have an interview with Major Sean Fleury. So here we go. Hi, we're here today with an exclusive interview from the Salvation Army with Major Sean. Sean, can we ask you, what are you and your team doing to help flatten the curve?
We're trying to educate our clients on social distancing. Many of them, especially in the early days of this, were not understanding at all how to social distance, how to hand wash, any of these things. We've given away a lot of soap and instructed our clients, to make sure that they're staying safe. So they're learning, and as I see them around town, I see them with masks on and maintaining social distancing. That's working. On top of that, we are not allowing access to our building. So when people come now for service, they unfortunately have to wait outside. And we're encouraging everyone who needs help to phone ahead. That way we can do your food order over the phone and have it ready when you arrive.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. What can your clients expect when they come to pick up their products, or what other services are you attending to?
Really, the only change that we're seeing is in, well, there's a couple of changes, but the primary one is that they can't come in the building. We're actually giving them more food, broader selection of food and healthier food right now. And we're going to continue that for the duration of this pandemic, and because public health identifies that our clients have the lowest health outcomes because of nutrition. So we're giving them more produce, more breads, meat, that kind of stuff. And we haven't reduced the other options too, the canned goods and the non-perishables. But so some families are actually getting quite a load of food. But right now we have a lot of it, so we're only happy to give it to them.
Have you changed your hours of operation or anything?
We're open on Fridays now. We would do a cooking class on Fridays, which we can't do now. So instead we've opened our food bank on Fridays for that instead, so that we just want to be able to meet the need for all those people who are worried and doing without. And so we're not working any more hours. We're just doing a lot more in the hours that we're open.
Where are you currently sitting?
As of today, we're looking 8 to 10 weeks out, and we're good. We're good for 8 to 10 weeks, assuming that stuff keeps coming in. That changes if donations and supplies get cut off. But right now, we don't anticipate any problems for at least 10 weeks.
Is there anything you'd like to share with the community today?
Yeah, actually I do. This is going to be over pretty soon, and things will get back to normal. We're here. If you're out there and you're in need, if you're hungry, you don't know how you're going to put groceries on the table this week, we're here. And you may not like the selection, but we have lots of it. So phone us, or you can phone the city hotline, and we're delivering food to people who have mobility issues and seniors. So if you're able to come pick it up yourself, by all means do. But if you are unable to get out and do it yourself, the city is providing us with volunteers, so they're helping us with deliveries, and we're doing quite a number of them. So we can do quite a few more though.
Oh, that was just a great interview, and it's really amazing to see that the Soup Kitchen is prepared for, or I keep saying Soup Kitchen, oh my goodness, Salvation Army is prepared for 8 to 10 weeks of food. It's just completely incredible.
Yeah, and I saw some things on the news in the States as well. I mean, they were showing this one area in Los Angeles, and it's people were picking up baskets of food in their cars, and they were being given out. And the organization that was giving them out normally gives out about $1 million worth of food in a month, and they give out $1 million worth of food just on Saturday.
Wow.
So you can kind of see how this is impacting people's lives in terms of, do they have enough money even to put food on the table? We're seeing numbers of unemployment we've never seen before, and layoffs and so on. And those checks going out to people to help them can't get there fast enough, both in Canada and the U.S. However, going forward, hopefully things will get back to normal in a reasonable time frame, because there's only so much that can be donated to food banks and organizations like the Salvation Army each day and each month, and how much they can actually turn around and give back out to the public. Now we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back in a moment.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes, so that your power bills don't break the bank during during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Hi, and welcome back. So on the break, I just noticed we have a few comments on the live stream right now, and we wanted to do 2 shout outs. So for Rob Lamar, just so you know, you can actually go through our website and we actually have updated the takeout and what restaurants are open. So if you just go back a few weeks, it should be there. And then to answer your question, Caleb McLean, I don't know when the quarantine's going to end, neither does Chris. We're hopeful it will hopefully end soon, but again, no one really knows when it's going to end. But to update us further on COVID-19, over to Chris.
Thank you very much. Well, we do know that the stay-at-home order has been extended now until April 23rd, so basically about another 10 days. Here in the Soo, we've now tested 851 people. We still have 10 positive cases, but we're waiting for 185 results right now. In Canada, we're approaching 25,000 total cases, and we have 717 deaths so far. Now, here in Algoma region, we now have our 10th case. We know almost nothing about this person. We know less about this person than we have about any previous person. So, this week on Thursday night, 7 p.m., watch my show. Go to SooOnline.com. You can stream it there live. You can also, it'll be also up the next morning at 7 a.m. And here's the reason why. On Thursday night, I'm going to lay out to you why Algoma Public Health is not the best people right now in the certain positions in that organization. You can trust what's coming from the federal government. You can trust what's coming from the provincial government. However, Algoma Public Health is not being managed well. It's also not telling the public what they need to know compared to other jurisdictions. Back to you, Danny.
Thanks, Chris. So on top of everything happened this weekend, one incredible story is still continuing, and that is Terry Fox. So over on Sunday, it marks his Marathon of Hope has now been going for 40 years, which is completely incredible. And hopefully when all this is over, the Soo can continue their Terry Fox run in September. And that is our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching Sault Ste. Marie, and we will see you at 1 o'clock. Have a great morning.